All right, what's up? What's up? What's up, you bold beauty boss? Okay, you know I'm always on the hunt to find people in the beauty industry that I feel could be very helpful to you, to your beauty business. I look for people that are doing something a little bit different, people that are just excelling in certain areas, because I truly believe what one person can do, anybody can do. So before I introduce our next guest, let me tell you, like, I was blown the okay, I don't want to say the F word, but if I could say the F word, I would say the F word. I was blown away because when I checked out this amazing woman's like Google reviews, I was like, how on God's green earth do you have over 400 Google reviews? And I was just like, I was like, there's got to be a mistake. Google made a mistake, and then Maria over here goes, nope, no mistake, just my skills. So everybody here, I want to thank you, Maria. Thank you so much for spending your time, your energy. I know how busy you are to help and share some of your ideas with our group. So welcome.
Thank you, guys, and thank you everyone who is watching this. I will be happy to help if I can from my own experience. And I hope you will have some good advice and some ways after this to hear from me too.
Sweet. Now, you know what? Well, let's get into it because I know your time is valuable. So you are a permanent makeup awesome woman. How did you get in the beauty industry? Share with us a little bit about your background, your story. How did you get into the industry? And we'll go from there.
So it was actually 9 years ago that I started like a business. I started in Europe. 9 years ago, microblading was really something that was developing. So I really considered that my blessing. And the journey in Europe was really easy. It was really easy because I was one of the first. I guess I have really good eye for beauty. So even without too much training, because it was not so much training there, I was really good at what I was doing. So I was able, even without all those mapping apps, mapping training, to have symmetrical eyebrows, even without knowing all those rules, golden ratio, I was able to do it right. And being able to do it right, people recognize that, and then they start to ask me and beg me to train them, and really with no purpose with no goal to do training or no goal to do permanent makeup industry as something that I will live off. It was really something that I can say really God leads me to. I started the permanent makeup industry as a hobby. As I passed the training, I was working in an environment where mostly I will work with the man, with the guys, and I really needed some female energy in my life, and I started that as a hobby. That hobby turned after a few days in really busy business that I was working like in a after 7 days I was working all day long. Anyway, I was not planning to come to United States because my business was growing. I was branding pigments. I had group that I was training that was buying from me. But after visiting United States, one thing happened that really changed my mind. I had a son, and I have a son, of course. He's 20 years old boy, but 6 years ago he was 14, and I needed to do some move for his security because we are coming from a country that is always war. And I needed to do something for his security. After visiting Tony Robbins' event, I realized that I don't have a choice and I really have to make a move in my life. So I came here 2016. I made decision really suddenly. I was with a zero with my pocket. I didn't have connections. I didn't have business to start with. I didn't have clients. I had 0 point to start with. So that was really challenging struggle that from this point where I solve the whole issue, I might be able to help others. And when I analyze what my key point was to get me to certain point, I would like to share those key points with you guys in order maybe I will help somebody to find find a way to get to a better point in life.
So you came here with no money, no clients, just
It's your voice. I don't hear you well.
you don't. Can you hear me now? You'd be able to hear me, right?
Weak. I hear you a little bit. I don't know. Did you hear me?
I can hear you. You can hear me?
I'm trying.
Huh? Well, should be all right. Hold on one second. Let me switch this up a little bit just in case. Let me make it easy. 1 second.
Technical difficulties. Hold on. Bose.
Cool. Can you hear me?
It's the same thing. I think it's something with my phone because
Yeah, then it's on your end. But you know, can you hear what I'm saying though?
I do.
Good, because I can hear you just fine. So we'll make it work. So you basically came here with zero income, zero clients, right? And now you are, you know, doing very well, obviously with your reviews, with your income, right? How did you start? What were the first steps to starting and building your clientele here? How did you even begin with your first clientele, second, and from there?
So I came with experience, and I really think that matters. And my experience was based of having first skill that I know that it was good skill because I know that I could do good result. Skill matters, and it was blessing that I have high price service that I was doing, and that matters. That will get you to the place faster if you're doing service that is or selling products that are higher price. So that was the first thing. So you can earn more money in a shorter time that you're investing, especially if you are working by yourself. Time does matter. And if you're expanding business, then it's left more time for you to work on the business after if your service is more valuable. Second thing, my business in Europe was really promoted by other ladies, and I knew how much important it is to make everyone happy. I knew that if you make good connection with your clients, that client will promote you. And that's easy when you are working with a few people. So, but when your day looks like you do 10 clients a day or 7, 8 clients a day, there is not so much space when you do every other part of the business to keep that connection with the client. And that's challenging. So I really consider working with the ladies and knowing how ladies are. They appreciate text before about informing them about the service, reminding them. They appreciate your professional knowledge when you inform them what to avoid prior to service. Are they candidate? How they should prepare? You're showing your experience and your knowledge through informing them before. They appreciate feedback after. And yes, if they're happy, they will share their experience with others. But I really realized if you reward that action from your clients, then you're actually getting bigger circle. Because I was not big on advertising. I was really, that's really my weak point. I didn't use Facebook. I didn't use Instagram. I was really busy. I will do, and certain point one day I did 18 clients. I was working
Oh my God.
on 2-3 bags at the same day. I think I still have the records for everyone. It was that busy when you make good connection that you really don't need Facebook. You don't need those things. Now I'm in the moment when I'm expanding other part of business. And yes, now in the moment when I'm actually using Instagram and Facebook, and I see how big blessing I actually had that I didn't need to use that. Because it's really challenging. It's really saturated market. It's really competitive, and it's not pleasant. But working on another way that I was doing, it's actually providing you somehow it's some better energy working the way how I base. And yes, I was, what is the point? It's really hard if you have to inform clients prior to service, send them all information, answer on all their messages, reward them following who sent who refer who to you, being fair with all that. Rewarding their action on Facebook, because they will go on groups, on your local groups, they will speak about you, they will share. So if they do that, you wanna give them something back, because they really make it easier for you. And I was doing that. So I was using the system, I was searching the system to make it easier for me. And the system that I was using was really simple. So what did I need? I need place where I present my services. Okay, I need Google Maps so people can find me, and location, and it will be connected to the GPS. And I needed to build credibility. For me, I started that way. I built a website. The website, I built it in 5 minutes using that system Referrizer that I was using. So what you do, it's really friendly use. You actually edit like Facebook, just cover, just gallery, and that's it. It takes you 5 to 10 minutes to build it. What is good about that system is, first is Google optimized. So I was on the first page, I don't know how. I didn't do nothing extraordinary, I was just using that system. So I really cannot give credit to myself, but I can see what happened and what brought me there.
Okay, and
So-
Maria, and we're gonna get into that a lot more, because I think every esthetician needs a system, just like you mentioned. It's like, I don't know how it works, but it just works, right? So we're gonna definitely get in there. But hold on,
Mhm.
there
And
you
so
go.
I'm
Okay.
using the phone, and that's what actually happened. Now I hear you perfectly.
Yeah. So
My-
good. In the beginning, so when you first started, how did you even get your first couple of clients? Like what was the process? You started with nothing. You're in a brand new country. How
So
did you
we
even?
built
How
up
did you
that
get that?
website. We built up that website in a few minutes. On that website, I showed video of many before after. So it's a website where you have video, where you have offer, where you have what you do, and you have gallery. And that was it. That's
Okay.
something you build in 20 minutes when you have material, okay?
So
So-
that's how you got your first clients, is through the website.
But the most important part of that website is it has a form that generate leads. So
Mhm.
what that mean? Yes, people visit website, but those people are actually leaving their data in the website that are interested for service. And the most important thing is that that system calls you. When that person filled the form, you and that person are called at the same time, and you are actually, you will impress any leads by calling them in the same seconds when they actually fill the form, because that's the moment when they are interested in.
So
If
so and here and just to simplify
and I
that.
don't call them, I
Okay,
just go
Maria, hold on 1 second. So what you're telling me is somebody, right, a potential client, right? And I talk about this all the time. Most websites are garbage. Most websites are just virtually useless, because a potential client will go in there and look at some of the stuff. It's so confusing. There's so much information. They'll go in and just get lost in it, right? So one thing I really liking what you do, and it's basically what we call, folks in this industry, is called a lead magnet. So if you go to Maria's, website or information site, what'll happen is there'll be like a pop-up or something, and you all have seen this before. You all, if you don't know what a lead magnet is, because it sounds technical, all it is you get these pop-up and say, hey, you want to save an extra 10%? Hey, you want to save this? Enter your name here and we'll send you a coupon for 10%. Have you seen these? Yes, good. So that is critical, because what will happen, and especially with this system that Maria is talking about, Referrizer, is what will happen is you put in your information in there, or your client's going to put their information in there with their name, their email address, and their phone number where they could send it. And what will happen, this technology is so amazing, super simple yet amazing. is as soon as the client enters their information and their phone number, what'll happen, Maria would get that information, and this system will call both you and the
I
client,
do
right?
get information, but I don't do anything. The system is calling.
The system does everything for you. So the system will
The
call
system-
the
the
client
most
and you.
important, the system is optimized. So system somehow, but every headline goes to Google search and put you on front of Google search because system is optimized to find what you're actually speaking about and find the anyone who is searching for that service. So it will bring you clients. For example, I have 7-8 leads a day. So that's enough, because that's extremely hard to get in other way, because I start with Facebook and you pay for that a lot. This system works without you paying for it.
So
Monthly,
Maria,
monthly.
let me ask you, like so your business, right? Is it, when people look for permanent makeup or in your area, your business, would you say it's on top of Google? It's pretty up there.
In microblading, when you go in the area of Boca, it will be on top listing without paying anything to be there.
So without paying to be there and all that, how is that? Why is that important to any business owner to be on top search of Google? Why is that important?
It's not that I did it because it's important. It was done because it was set up that way that match the names and content to go on Google search. It's just optimized. And
Okay,
it is important because clients do their research. They don't go through pages and pages. They go through 2-3 pages. And if they don't find, yes, in 2-3 pages they will go, but most likely they will find what they need in 2-3 pages. Second thing is it's easier to communicate that way, because if you have only website that doesn't give option to generate a lead, then you don't have good funnel for your business. You need them to leave some information. And third thing, what is extremely important that I noticed now, and I was not aware before, is when do you get that lead to call? Because I did now Facebook marketing, and I realized if you call lead after 2-3 days, you actually don't have a lead. So your lead is active one day, and after that, that person is not in the same mindset. It's not in the same energy. If she doesn't want that service anymore. And ladies are like that. We have those moods. One day we want to do microblading, and maybe for next 2 days. If we don't schedule that, next time, who knows where we are. We are already in another place. We already scheduled something. So you have to do it. And just having that system calling you on the same day, on the same moment, you have that client. And that's really secret how do I have my schedule filled.
Okay, and so another thing, because Google reviews are important. It's just freaking important, right? Just because what it'll do is it creates, one, it keeps your name up there, right? So people will see you have 400 plus reviews, which is fantastic. But another thing is it builds your credibility, right? When you have that many reviews, people will see like, wow, okay, this person has 20 reviews, this person has 100 reviews, this person has 400 reviews. So people look at those numbers. So how did you get your reviews that high? Like how does that even happen?
So I can say that I was really lucky to have the support of that system, because the website and all those features are actually something that system is not main feature of. The main feature of that system, Referrizer, is actually client base and loyalty system.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the system for building credibility. What that system do when you have data in that system, if somebody plays the lead as I get clients from, the system will actually communicate through templates. So the system will first, if you set up, will ask you inquire about this service. Do you actually want to schedule in person or phone consultation, and do half of conversation for you? So even if you get a call, in case you're busy and you don't get a call, that person will get a message to move forward with the treatment, to move forward with the booking, to give some instructions. After you're done with the client, that system will be connected with your booking appointment and send them information. If you're happy, please share your experience. And then you got actually filter. You got filter where system is asking you, are you happy or not? And when you share that you're not happy, if share, I really didn't get that case. But if they share, the system is sending you private mail messages and red alert you to act, to fix that. But if you're happy, actually system send you all links and motivate you to do those reviews.
Yeah. And y'all, here, this is freaking critical. And just to simplify what Maria just said, what Referrizer will do is, after a client, imagine a client has left your service and stuff like that, the Referrizer will automatically send that client automatically. You don't have to do it, because I know one of the biggest hurdles in the aesthetics industry is, I have to send this. When do I send this? How do I send this? So they will automatically, yeah, they will, you're busy. They will automatically send your client saying, hey, you da-da-da, how did you like it? Did you like it? And if they say yes, fantastic, then Referrizer will automatically send the link. Go, thank you so much. I appreciate that you're happy. Please leave a quick review with some incentive. But, and this is critical, this is why, like, people like Maria will have 400 plus 5-star reviews or whatever, right? It's because if for whatever reason, if that client says no, they were not happy, instead of taking that client to Google review, because you don't want that client to leave a Google review if they're not happy, what the system will do, what Referrizer will do, is it'll send you, the esthetician or beauty business owner, it'll send you a message saying, hey, Sarah was not happy with her service, get in contact with her. So that way you can handle it, because customer service is important. You don't want to just leave Sarah unhappy and pissed, so she tells all of her friends what a crap job she felt you did. But if there's a way, because one thing that a lot of people don't talk about in business is, if a client is unhappy, you can still fix it if you care. If they feel that you're caring, you're taking action. Oh Sarah, you weren't happy. Oh, I am so sorry. What happened? What's going on? And she goes, well, I came home and my skin was all patchy. It's like, oh Sarah, I wish you would have told me, but no problem. Let me bring you back in for a follow-up. I want to take care of you. You are amazing. You are our client. I will work on you till we get you the results that we know you deserve. Right. So
You're
if you,
absolutely right, because even listening to you, I actually realized how much benefit I had through this, because I took it for granted. It's just something like, when you learn to walk, you learn the right way. So I was using it from a right way. Now I'm learning there is other ways that are much harder. Facebook marketing is harder than this. Leads are not. This really was simple to use. And it is extremely important that you actually, because we all do care. We will not be in a serving business working with the ladies, providing service officials, if we don't have caring personality. And it's really disturbing when you're so busy that your personality cannot show.
yeah.
And I know that if anyone got those bad reviews, it's not because they didn't care. It's because they were busy that day. It's a lot to do. Business was never harder, because before it was enough to be good in business. Now you have to be better in skills on internet, on everything, than to be good in business if you want to survive. And it's overwhelming. And all those tasks that you need to do, sometimes you lose connection with the client. And having that automatized really help you to actually keep what's the most important, connection with the client. At the end, that's why we are here for. And sometimes we lose ourselves with everything, because we actually we are actually here with the purpose to give and to help every client with their issue, but we are lost as a business owners with everything else that is around. I think that system allows you to pre-inform clients, to be on top of on the time when you actually schedule, to make a contact right away. Sometimes we are not in a good day. Sometimes we don't feel like even if we have leads that we can call, it's a lot of ups and downs. It's great when systems do that for you.
Yep.
Because no matter if you are in good spot, bad spot, really like low maintenance system. I think they even make it free of charge just by using the service. I'm really not familiar what is the cost on the system, but I know they make it affordable for everyone. And it's great that you can start and then as you grow, you just use system more. You don't have to use all features. But what I really advise to do is a website, lead generator for sure, and asking reviews and client support. There is a lot on the system. I use campaigns. For example, I build up why I start spa business because I know that I serve 3,000-4,000 people for sure that are loyal to me. That means that are in the area. I serve more, but if a person is coming from New York, for sure that she will not come for the spa services. But having locals, 3,000 people, that's a great base to promote other services. So I will place campaigns, no matter which offer is Mother's Day or whatever, and opening rate because it's coming from somebody who is already show credibility by being responsive, by rewarding their service, by being on top of it. Opening rate will be amazing. Like at least 40% of them will open.
Yeah,
And you will get.
here, Maria, hold on one second. So to go into this a little bit more
I'm
is
sorry.
it's, you know what, y'all, as estheticians, as beauty business owners, whether you're in permanent makeup or your waxers, sugar, whatever, lashes, brows, what have you, you know what, running a business nowadays is not easy, right? You and most folks as solo estheticians or solo business owners, you know, Maria, you know, you have some staff as well, that as you're expanding, you're able to add staff and continue to grow. But as a solo business owner, most folks here, you are everything. You are the owner, you're the janitor, you are, you know, the marketer, your sales, you know, you are in charge of customer service, customer satisfaction. You literally wear like 20 freaking hats. And sometimes, and I think what Maria just said just really struck me hard, is it's hard to focus on your client. It's hard to be there with your client when you got so many things in the back of your head, when you got to look at doing this, doing that. Oh shit, I got this, I got the next client, I got this, I got to do marketing, I got to do posts, I got to, you know, so many people aren't doing a lot of these things. So many people here, because you're talking about opening rates, a lot of, I don't think 90% of estheticians are sending out emails right now, right? They're not sending out emails, they're not sending out texts, they're not sending, you know, the only reminders that their clients get are right before an appointment or something of that sort. But you know, like you're talking about open rates and things like that. You're talking about email, right? Email marketing. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't send emails at all.
So what are you talking about open rates? What was that referring to?
What is so I explained a little bit how I got clients using the system, and that's wonderful. But I actually just serving my clients, rewarding my clients, since I built like 3,000 people clients, I'm actually booked with other part of business. So what I do, for example, now I have like 6,000 people sending that leads, asking for their service in the last 6 years. 6,000 people, when they put information for leads, they're prepaid to get everything else, all information others. So I will send them when we have something really interesting for them to share. Like now, Mother's Day, we will give them, everyone is asking me to buy a gift card. We will give them some promotion, $30 less on 100 or 20 for this. And we will send to everyone to share with their friends.
But how are you sending that? How are you sending that?
So the system, you actually make an offer, you make campaign, you make an offer.
Mhm.
in campaign. You have an offer where you create that consultation and you have campaign. So I create campaign and there is 6,000 people prepaid. They're subscribed for my offers. So I send it's a Mother's Day. We will send you, and we send links to Square just to buy right away. Okay.
Okay.
You can even sell through that business. But for me,
So,
they can.
but how are you
I
sending it?
I send a message by one click. I said all or
So
this week or
text. So
that
you're
week.
talking. So you're talking about text message, right?
Yes, text message,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
it will go for to 6,000 people in 2 days.
Okay.
All of them get a personalized message. They all think that they speak to me
Yeah.
personally, but it's actually system sending.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about. Is like a lot of estheticians, they are not using text messaging or email messaging or a lot of these tools to, like you said, if you have a database of clients. So and that's the next thing I think you touched on it before, Maria. One of the biggest problems I see in this industry is people do not, a lot of estheticians do not have a 6,000 client, potential client, a database of interest, right? So you know, go into a little bit more about leads. How did you get 6,000 people to be able to send that message to?
Every day people being Google optimized, promoting one service at one page because it's only permanent makeup service on that page.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm creating different services. For example, for needling, radio frequency needling, I'm creating only page for that service where we actually explain everything about it. We put photos and we are only based on that service. So we create page for that service. If you will have 10, 15 service, you can do for 10, 15 services. It's on Spa Maria, but it works the best if you have one service.
Yeah.
Or few service like I have. So why? Because people actually are searching. When they search for either service or solution, but service is most of what they search. So when they get there, they will request free consultation just to have somebody calling them. And then they will get instruction to them right away how you're actually starting with consultation, where I ask them and start conversation. Do they want in person or they want over the phone, or for other services, I will ask them different questions. And that's how they are in base. We start
Okay.
with them, we get them there, we schedule the appointment, they will come for appointment, and they are there with us. So on spa industry, there are more repeated services, so they should come, especially for spa industry, because my service is 1 year based. They come once a year. In spa industry, it's even more important to keep in touch with them, to remind them that they should come for the service. You can schedule those messages. You can set up the system for each service, how often you wanted to remind them. It's reminding them they might need the service, sending them new service that they might relate to them.
Yeah.
You can,
Okay.
so
And
it's actually, you got the clients, and what is really great feature about it is everyone is offering it's really, when you have a client as ambassador, you really get much more than you realize.
yeah.
So how to have a client as ambassador is by giving something extraordinary to that client that he will not get in other businesses. So for example, if that client refer to you, as I did start, I will give client credit $20. So her touch-up will be less for $20. If she referred me 5 people, I will discount 100 from her service. She's getting on 7, 8 people free touch-up. So she is willing to do that for her own purpose, but the way how she will do it and the way how she will speak about you to everyone, if she gets you 7 people, she speaks to 50 people about you.
Yeah.
So those other one will speak to others. It's just a good word about you that will spread. The hard part is when those people are connected, you get family members, you don't know who refer who. This system easily follow that and reward that, and this system shows you how many refers this system sent. It can go through points, it can go through everything. I think
Yeah.
that's really strong power. It's much stronger than any advertising.
Yeah.
When when you have local people speaking about your service and they feel appreciated, because a lot of people do that for you, you're not even aware. This way you really know who is there for you, who is your ambassador, who is your advocate, who is, and you wanted to reward that. So it's just a great way that you have actually system who do that for you.
Sweet.
Who
So
actually,
one quick thing, and y'all, sometimes I know this stuff can maybe seem kind of complicated or something like that, but like we talked about earlier, is there is your website. 99% of esthetician websites are just horrible. I'm just being straight up honest. 99% are horrible. I know you might be in love. A lot of people might be in.
I cannot say that this is really extraordinary website.
No,
It's
I'm not talking about you. Hold on, Maria. Let me talk. Hold on,
No, no,
Maria.
no. My
No,
website is horrible too.
no, your website is not horrible. And the reason is this is the one big difference between, and
It's
I'm
not
not
about
talking,
design. It's
yeah,
about
exactly.
functionality.
Yes. So that's the main thing. It's not about how, I'm not saying your website looks prettier than other estheticians. It's not about that. It's functionality. So
It's
most
practical. It works.
yeah. So it either works or doesn't. And this is why most estheticians websites do not work. Most esthetician websites, it's like, here about me, here are services, here's menu, here's price, and then they have a laundry list of prices. So as a client, I might be looking for microblading. I'm in like Elk Grove, microblading Elk Grove, and I'll go to somebody's website and I just see all this information and I just get lost, right? What's important here, estheticians? If you learn nothing from me, learn this one thing. What is most important is not that somebody came to your website, because somebody will come to your website and you'll never know. You'll never know that person came to your website. What you want and what's most critical, how Maria got 6,000 leads, is on Maria's website, which probably looks like a lot of yours, except this is one key difference. The difference is there will be something that pops up, some enticement, something that says, hey, enter your information here before in here, dot, 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 dot. And you capture that person that was interested. If someone went through the effort to go to a website, your website, and you don't know about that, they didn't leave any information. They came, they looked, they left. It's kind of like going to the store. If I go to the store and people say, hey, can I help you? No, just looking, and they walk around the store and they leave, right? You don't know anything. But if that person came in, walked into the store and go, hey, by the way, we are having this thing. Here's a $50 gift card. Please just enter your email number here before you get that. Now you can follow up with that person later. And another thing so that's the thing. That's why I'm saying most esthetician websites are just blah, because they don't have that. The ones that do, it's still just like something junky. It's like, hey, enter for our newsletter. No one wants to be on your newsletter. I don't want to be on your newsletter. I hate newsletters, right?
Who
I
wants
don't.
to go? We are
No.
all overwhelmed with the calls,
Yeah.
newsletter, and
So
everything.
and the other part, and what Maria touched upon, I'm not sure if you caught this or not, is she actually creates like these individual offers, right? So like you go to a website, there's like, book a facial, book this, book brows, book this, and then the facials have like 10 different facials. You want the brown facial, the green facial, the yellow facial, the special facial, right? It's just like, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck. I'm confused already. So why I'm stressing this, there's a saying, learn this from Wick. A confused mind always says no. If you confuse somebody by them going to your website and you just slapping with 50,000 things, they're gonna be like, and they're gonna leave. But one thing Maria's done is she'll create individual offers, right? So for she's like, hey, y'all, a special Mother's Day treatment package, and people are gonna click that link. It's not gonna have 50 things. It's gonna have that one thing and say, here's the package, here's the information about that package, here are all the benefits of that package. Click the link right now to buy this package. One thing. Am I right, Maria? Am I lying, or am I
You're
kind of accurate?
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I didn't know that I even did it right. I didn't know there are other ways.
You don't have 400 reviews because you're doing it wrong. Let me just tell you that, right? You're not successful because you're doing things wrong. But you know what? And this is important, right? Man, I get so pumped by this shit. This is important. Maria doesn't really know how she's doing it, but she's doing it, right? And the one thing why this is possible is because of this system she keeps talking about. She keeps saying system. This system is called Referrizer, and what it
Right.
does, it automates everything for you, so you don't even
So-
need to know how it works. You don't. It doesn't. It just.
So
But it works.
that's extremely important because people are actually not easy to accept all those new technology, to learn about it. It's time consuming. It's hard to invest 10 hours just to learn something that you don't know will it work. You are not investing anything except creating that page and few offers. You don't have to know how system works.
How
You
long does it
don't,
take, Maria? How long does it take you to create a page or offer? How long does that take you?
it will create you more content. If you have
No.
content,
How long will it take you to make that offer page?
if you have content, you need 5 minutes.
Okay,
If you
Maria,
know what is
are
your
you Maria?
offer,
Are you techie? Are you technical?
uh, if you know how to create Facebook page, that's how level of technical you need. And I think everyone now is technical that much. And much more than me, because I'm recently only only now focused on clients, so I cannot say that I'm any different when it's about technical.
Yep.
It's really easy. You just create the most important. What actually keeps me now with the clients where I'm expanding a new business is those campaigns that we send, and that takes only to create text, place it there, click button, 6,000 people covered. 100 people will get you clients too. So it's not, don't get by my 6,000. I didn't have 6,000 people. I came here not knowing anyone. So it takes time, but I use it when I had time. It's actually not me using it. It's system working for you. What's that mean? When clients get to your website, system is calling a client for you. You get a call from system. You don't have to go home after 3 days that you work yourself and having time to sit on the PC and check what's happening. No, system is calling you in middle of the work with the client, and you have time. When you see the system call you, even if you don't respond, client will get a message right away from you that you're trying to get in touch. And you
Yep.
have, it gives you that client know that he's taking care, that he's working with somebody who is serious, who is really serving them, who is in the business. He got a message right away. So he's willing to wait for your call, even if you're not able while you're working with a client to take the call. And then being on top of it is something that every woman appreciates in any kind of relationship, being personal or business. We really like to be informed. We are big on knowing things before we get into it. We are big on being informed when things are happening to us, knowing that we are dealing with professional, by being taken care of, by informing us about the service that we will have, how to prepare for that service. For example, for eyeliner, she cannot come with the eyelashes or anything. System will send regarding the service that she inquired. And yes, it sounds complicated, but I'm not doing nothing. I just put in category. I just, when the client comes, put themselves in category, what they asked for, which requirement they did, and which service you booked. So all those complicated things are on the system. On you is to set
Yep.
up that Facebook page. On you is to press the button on Mother's Day. System even send you, it's Mother's Day around. You want to start campaign. Here is some templates. And you click the templates and it goes away. Even when you don't have idea, system is built out with creative ideas that you can use. It might be so much more in the system. This is the features that I'm using.
No,
And
that's awesome.
it really worked for me. There is much more. I don't use it. I might get to the stage that I will research other ways. My idea is to use it because I want to reward every client to make like some membership, some with the points, and I might be based with the products to give them. Like if you do this, you get this product, so they can have like some small shop where they can. Anyway, it's a lot of features, but starting from zero, for sure, you need lead generator. That system is based on it. For sure, you want Google to find you. This system will help you with that. And for sure, you want to communicate right away with the client.
Yeah,
And
and you know
for
what,
sure, you
so
can
so
start.
here. So one thing, that is just critical, right? Because I don't know if y'all are like me, but every now and then, there's a lead I get or somebody's interested in something, and then I'll be like, you know what, I'm busy or I'm just not in the mood. There's a lot of excuses I'll give when what my ass needs to do is call that client right away because that client is hot, right? That client is hot when they input that thing. They're like what Maria you mentioned before. Us as human beings, we're interested in something now. We're interested in microblading now. We're interested in a facial treatment now. And 30 minutes will go by, a day will go by, 2 days will go by, and then I'm off on Mars or something else. So one thing that's amazing with what Referrizer does, right, is as soon as that client enters their information, you don't gotta worry about calling the client. You're not just gonna get like the lead or whatever. What the system will do, if you want it to do this, it will immediately call you and the client and put the call together. So
Yes,
so
and I
so
think that's the only system that do that.
yeah,
And
imagine
that's
imagine yeah,
extremely important because even if you, I have to admit, I'm busy. My assistant sometimes is busy. We don't always answer that call right away. We don't. But even if we don't, most of the time we do. The system already informed clients, thank you for inquiring for this service. Let's move forward. Would you like consultation by phone or in person? And then clients say in person. System continue to speak. Okay, in person, which do you have preferred time that you have to set up those templates, or if you want by phone, please text us photo this way. So client think that you actually is taken care of by you putting that template of conversation
yeah,
that you lead the conversation in direction that works for you. So even if we miss the call, we didn't miss the client, but we will try to call and we will have the call. But even if you're busy, because as the when you start a business, you do everything. When you're with a client, you cannot take call because of the way how we provide services with the gloves and everything. Sometimes we cannot, but it's still system did that part for you, and that is extremely important because it's. I realize really coming to United States is not common for everyone to be on top of it, to really have that business manners, to be on top of answering, to be on top of, and just having that as a feature really build credibility of you as a professional, with you as a business person.
right. Right. And it's crazy, right? To be able to have this, because a lot of the times we feel overwhelmed. We feel there's so much to know. And Lord knows here, estheticians, out there watching this, let me know if you agree with this. How many times have you started looking at YouTube videos to learn how to send an email? I got a couple messages the other day. Hey, how do we send out emails? Hey, I want to do a win back campaign, or I haven't kept in touch with my contacts or clients. I want to send an email, right? And people are going to spend hours researching to what email to write, how to write, to do text messages, to do lead generation. How do I get more clients? How do I get more reviews? How do I get more referrals? Right? So people, you're spending valuable time trying to learn this stuff, which you don't want to learn. Like, I don't want to learn this stuff. I don't want to learn how to send out the email. I just want the emails to go. I just want the SMS messages to go. I just want the review thing. Like what's awesome, what Maria's talking about right here is one of the latest technologies that's been around for a little bit now, but it's called a bot. And what a bot basically does is, the client, the client get a message, hey, sorry, you send a text message to the client, hey, sorry, I missed your call. But at the same time, what can I help you with? Were you looking to get in-person consult or on the phone? And that person will say, on the phone. Fantastic. We're more than happy to speak with you on the phone. What time works good for you? So what will happen is that person thinks you are having this conversation, but it's this bot. It's automated. It's done for you. You don't even have to, it's once you set it, you just forget it. And what happens, you don't got to do none of the work, and appointments show up. It's on your calendar. Hey, you have an appointment with a phone consultation with Sarah at 8 a.m. on this day. How easier would your life be if all you had to do was just sit and the appointments are coming there? But what Marija just said, and this is critical, it's not that you just have an appointment, but the bot also told Sarah, for this appointment, in order for us to really see what's going on, we need 3 pictures of you. Can you please do us a favor and send a side, a front, and a side? And the bot can even give examples. So here, this is what the pictures would look like. And then you got pictures of Sarah, which will ensure the fact that she's going to make the appointment. So it's cutting down the no-show rate because she's already sending you the pictures. If she's serious enough to send you pictures, she's probably serious enough to show up. Right, Marija?
True. So it's really great that we have, since we have a lot more to do being exposed to social media and everything.
Yep.
At least there is something that will take some task from us, having more tasks to do as a business owners and providers of service. So it's really great to have those features, and they really help me with my business. Anyway, it is doing great work. You have to do good service.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to based on more high price service that's solving more problems for a client. So what is effective will bring you more clients. What gives result will bring you more clients. But having all that support, because being good is not enough. Now you really need that support that will communicate and build you more leads and get you more clients to your business.
Absolutely awesome. So and again, just like me, I'm a student of the game. These are all the notes I'm taking while Marija speaks. So let me give a brief wrap up. So Marija came here with $0, $0 dinero, 0 clients, and now she has a thriving and growing practice. She has over 400 plus Google reviews, brow arts, amongst with Facebook, Yelp, earning a very, very well income now. Right? How did Marija do this? Once she had the skills, she had confidence in herself because she knew she had the skill set, right? She realized that her clients are her promotion, right? Those clients are going to be her billboards, her advertisement, walking, talking, breathing advertisements that are going to go out and go, these are done by Marija. You need to go there, right? The awesome part that Marija touched upon is education on how this system lets clients know what to do before they come in for their service. Hey, before coming in, make sure this is done. Even aftercare. Hey,
minimize the risk of that's one more important thing. It's all those services might be risky.
Yeah.
And if you show that you know to prevent the risk before the service happen, you actually have more peace in the services. So every service, including eyelashes, can make allergy, can make I don't know, every service has some risk. But if you have a system to inform them attached to that service and inform them how to be prepared, because if your client have for example, in my business, when I do lips, if she has outbreak of virus ever, most likely when we perform that service, she will get outbreak on her lips. She will have cold sores. But if I send her prior to treatment, that if she tend to get them ever, if she had that virus in herself, if she ever had outbreak, to take antiviral medicine before, that will not happen. So you can use the system even to minimize the risk of the services that you are performing.
Wow.
And it's just one sample, but I think it can apply. I'm showing through something that I'm experienced with. But with eyelashes, you don't want a client who is coming with the mascara, who is coming with the style or something, with the facial. If client has some outbreak or something, it's good to inform them when it's good, when it's not good to come. If with everything, with the fat freezing, some clients are not good candidates, some of them are. With the radio frequency, they have to know which clients are not candidate and how to be prepared ready. With my clients for eyebrows and permanents, they have to avoid blood thinners. Anything that any pigment that mixed with the blood will turn in different color. So you have to, in order to be professional, for you to have good results and for those clients to be happy, I think informing clients prior to treatment is extremely important part of this service. And I really worked with a lot of scheduling apps. They don't offer that. They don't offer reminders that you can say anything more except the time and date and where the service is. So having system as a backup that will send them those information regarding the service is for me extremely important if I wanted to do this service safe, if I wanted to have great results. And then after all, you will have happy client. And then there is one more thing when you're informing client is that you actually take responsibility out from your side because you did everything in your power to prevent that to happen.
Yeah.
So if you told them whatever they should do in order to get, because I really believe that might be even reason of good credibility and great reviews, having system who did that, who prevent that to happen, you actually prevent bad reviews to happen. And maybe that's the base of my business, informing them, researching what is a good and bad side, being open about it, because everything in the world have good and bad side. Everyone will take it if you're open. If you're open about it, you actually build yourself credibility because they know that you are open even with bad side and good side, and then you are in a goal to get the best for them.
Yeah.
And that's how they will follow.
You know, it's crazy that, you know, like as you mentioned that, you know, and I'm pretty sure as estheticians and other permanent makeup artists out there, you know, you've had clients come in. If you're doing lashes and some gal walks in with mascara on, not only is it taking you additional time to clean this, to do that, right? But if you do what exactly what Maria says, one, you're minimizing the risk. You're letting them people know ahead of time. Two, you're saving time. You don't have to do some of these things. Like if someone's coming in for a facial treatment, you know, wouldn't it be nice if they just washed their face at home and not wear makeup before they came in? Wouldn't that save the esthetician time? And it decreases the possibility of things going wrong to minimize these reviews. Like Maria said, it's just responsible, right? And another thing that Maria talked about is rewarding your clients' actions. I think that's awesome, right? And there's various ways to reward it. You thank them, you offer incentive, but you just appreciate if someone sends you a referral, someone did this, someone did that, reward that person, make them feel good about it, so they'll do it again. You know, you don't need to be. It's really interesting that Maria said this. Like, you know, in the beginning, if she wasn't heavy on social media, you know what? Here's a reality, yo. You don't need social media if you're doing a killer job with your clients. And what Maria said is building ambassadors. She's building a troop of people that are her walking, talking billboards. The credibility is super important. You know, to have credibility, how do you show credibility? You show Google reviews. You look at reviews. You have the befores and afters. All these things. You know, the time between getting a lead to calling that lead that this system that Referrizer does is insane. You know, that alone helps so many people because that client just thinks, oh my God, this person's on it. I just put my number in and now I just got the people will be
And you don't
floored.
stop there. And you don't stop there. You're starting with that kind of conversation and communication with clients, and you're all over and all the time on top of it, not investing your energy. It's just building some good energy around you because you show gratitude toward that client. You show that you are responsible for what you are serving that client for. And it's just simple that actually system that do that for you.
And it does it. So you don't got to worry about it. Another thing, right? Like one thing I always ask people, hey, you know, what's more important? I ask people this. I go, what's more important, customer satisfaction or customer loyalty? Right? And people are like, oh, and it's some people say satisfaction, some people will say loyalty. I'm like, okay, let me change that around a little bit. Let's just say you have a spouse. Do you want a satisfied spouse or a loyal spouse? Right? So satisfaction is nice. Loyalty is where it's at. You want your clients to be loyal. You want your clients to talk about you, your business, your service, all that good stuff.
But
Right?
it goes together. It goes
Yeah.
together. You actually have to have satisfied client to be.
Oh, Maria, if they weren't satisfied, they wouldn't be loyal. You know,
Okay.
there's too many options nowadays for people to go, right? Like don't get me wrong, Maria, you're amazing at permanent makeup, but if your clients were not satisfied, would they be loyal to you? I would not think so. Just saying.
True.
Just saying, right?
Yeah,
So,
loyalty is bigger for sure.
dude, yeah, exactly. Like you know, if it's one of those things, satisfaction leads to loyalty. So satisfaction is that first step, but not every satisfied client is a loyal client, right? So it just cracks me up when I think of like that, right? You know, one thing that the couple of things that you said, and this is a great way to end this because it's amazing. I love how you worded this. Like there's times that if you're busy and you get a lead and you don't respond back to that lead, that client, like they're impatient like myself. I do not wait for nobody. I want things now. So if I call Maria and Maria doesn't answer and I don't get a response, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to Google number 2, who's next on there. And if that person picks up the phone, I'm going to go with them. So one thing Maria said that is critical for your business. This one thing should change everything. If you miss the call or you didn't make that call right then and there, you didn't miss the client, because a system makes sure that client right then and there, when that client is hot, that client right then and there gets those questions like, hey, you know, thank you so much for calling, you know, you know, what were you interested in? So that communication is critical. And the last thing, and this is, Maria, you are just awesome, because nowadays in the world we live in, being good isn't enough. Being good isn't enough. You could be really good at what you do. However, if you don't got that client satisfaction, loyalty, if you're not following up with them, and the client's not getting reached at time, I want to work with number 1, but if I can't reach number 1, I will go to number 2, right? So number 1 is better, but if I want it now, and number 2, I'm pretty sure they're probably pretty good too, because they wouldn't be number 2 if they sucked. Then people will go that route. So being good isn't enough. You need to be, you know, on the social media. You need to have the reviews. You need to have the conversations. You need to be almost everywhere. And that's one thing I love about Referrizer. I love about this system that I keep talking about again and again, and Maria keeps mentioning. It's not because we're trying to promote this thing. It's just because this thing works. This thing works. It's good. It does all, it's literally like hiring 5 different people. You got one person you hire for their email. You got one person that's hiring for reviews. You got one person that you're hiring for a loyalty program. You got what? You got a website.
How many times you will have to press the message if you're sending individually for 6,000 messages?
Yeah.
It's not one person. It's like how many times you have to copy paste the text if you do that manually. So it's really a lot of tasks
that's a lot of thumb. Like if I ever see an esthetician, Maria, with band-aids on her thumb, I'll be like, she's been texting a lot. She's like it's like how'd you go ahead.
It's really about everything. It's about system too, but it's about your service, which service are you providing, and it's about how you actually use the system. I use the system to inform. I use the system with the offers. Those all options you can enable and disable, use it. If you use it, you get it, and it's really simple because it doesn't complicate life, because being on social media, doing this, doing that, everything actually complicate life. This system makes it easy.
Yeah, and you know what? Ultimately, it is the results that the reason I'm speaking with Maria and you're hearing from Maria. It's not because you know, Maria is just doing okay. I interview people that are doing well. I interview people that are just blowing my mind. And when you have over 400 Google reviews, you're blowing my mind. I'm like, dang, that's what I want all the rest of the tribe to do for, right? So Maria, any last minute words on how to inspire estheticians? Anything else that you feel would benefit them?
Oh, let me think about it. I didn't know that you want to finish conversation with me. It's pretty much it. Everything what I do is actually through system.
Yep.
It's
So,
really through system. Is that credibility and that communication and being in contact with that client all the time really makes a different kind of relationship between you and client. And really that's what matters. Really, that's extremely important when you are in a service business, as all of us are. Because being a esthetician doing it's a little bit more private business. They need that way of communication with you, because they are one-on-one with you. They share energy, you share theirs. They want to feel taken care of. So it gives you a lot of points when it's about your credibility, just because you did send a message, you respond the message, you are there on top of it all the time. So it makes it easier.
So here, let's just finish with this. And here's an analogy that I just thought of that I think will apply to a lot of people. So my dearest esthetician, imagine that there you are in love with your business. You're creating loyal clients and you're working on that. And some of the things that I think a lot of estheticians would love, or anybody would love. Imagine one, you don't have to do laundry anymore because somebody's doing your laundry. You don't have to drive home anymore because you have a chauffeur that's driving you home. When you get home, you don't have to cook food because you have a chef there that's cooking your food. And you take off your shoes, your stilettos, and you put them up on your table, which is all clean because you have a housekeeper that took care of cleaning all the house, right? So you look at this kind of lifestyle of all these people that you hired. Why? So you can enjoy life to its fullest. You can spend more time with your family, your friends, your pets, what have you, and just live life what it's meant to be without all of these things that we feel we need to do. That is what Referrizer does for your business. It is kind of like having a cook, having a housekeeper, having a chauffeur, taking care of all these mundane tasks that we don't want to do, but we get stuck doing. So if you can think about that in your business and go, if that applies to you, if you would love to just say, hey, I would love for someone at any organization to take all these tasks away from me and get me 400 reviews at some point, get me consistent leads, make sure my Google rating gets higher because they do the SEO. When you look at all this, creating a loyalty program, helping you create ambassadors, that's what Referrizer does. And I think that's one of the things that Maria has talked about again and again, the system. The system is the simple tool that will get you results so you can kick your feet up and enjoy life and just love the clients and the job that you do, right?
And just share the name of the systems so we can actually help.
Yeah,
we can actually help, because if I mention system, people will not know how to actually get into it. So it will be great that you actually explain what is the Referrizer and system and how to get to it. Okay.
absolutely. And that's the next thing that we're going to work on. I'm working with the owner of Referrizer, Andre. Amazing guy, really fun, just really chill dude that I've gotten to know a little bit. So I appreciate him. And so what we're doing is we're creating this system and a package directly for the esthetician, for anybody in the beauty business. You do sugaring, you do lashes, you do brows, you do permanent makeup, like Maria here, right? Any kind of service. We are putting this together because we want you to be able to go home and just like I talked about, to be able to have that housekeeper, be able to have that chauffeur, be able to have that chef. So all these things that you don't want to do get done for you. And laundry, God Who wants to do laundry? I love doing laundry and spending
And you
hours
know, Vic,
folding laundry.
I will really be happy to hear some great stories after this. Some
Yeah, me
great
too.
stories that people were helped. And if anyone needs any help with it, I will be glad to answer. So
Bam, there you go, y'all. You get it
good
from
luck
somebody
to
that's going
everyone.
through it. All right, so
Good
Maria,
luck to all of you.
stay with me for a second. All right, y'all, you heard it. Another amazing interview, 400 plus reviews. Yo, this is the goal. Leads coming in constantly, technology that does all the work for you, bots speaking to your clients for you in a way as if it was you doing it themselves. All this and so much more coming to a page near you coming soon. So be on the lookout. Bye bye. Catch you soon. Maria,
Bye.
stay with me.